Hello. As we turn the page on a challenging and tumultuous year, one question that's on everyone's minds is whether COVID-19 will continue to wreak havoc in 2023. With the pandemic showing no signs of slowing down and new, more contagious variants emerging, it's natural to feel worried about what the future holds. But is it possible that 2023 could be a year of recovery and rebuilding, rather than one of continued chaos and disruption? Let's take a closer look at the current state of the pandemic and what the future may hold. To answer this question, first understand the current state of the pandemic. As of December 2021, the world has seen over 100 million confirmed cases of COVID-19 and more than 2 million deaths. While this is a staggering and heartbreaking number, it's worth noting that the rate of new cases and deaths has been declining in many parts of the world. This is largely due to the efforts of governments, healthcare workers, and researchers to slow the spread of the virus and to develop vaccines. Speaking of vaccines, there is reason to be hopeful on this front as well. Several vaccines have been developed and are being distributed around the world, with more on the way. The vaccines that have been authorized for emergency use have shown to be highly effective at preventing serious illness and death from COVID-19, with efficacy rates ranging from 70 to 95% depending on the specific vaccine and the population being studied. This means that even if we can't completely eliminate the virus, we can greatly reduce the number of severe cases and save lives. Additionally, as more people get vaccinated, it will become harder for the virus to spread and mutate, which could help bring the pandemic under control. However, it's important to note that the distribution of vaccines has not been equal across all countries and populations. This has led to concerns about vaccine nationalism and the potential for the pandemic to continue disproportionately affecting marginalized and low-income communities. It's crucial that vaccines are distributed fairly and equitably in order to ensure that everyone has the opportunity to be protected against the virus. In addition to the vaccines, there have been other efforts to combat the pandemic, such as widespread testing and tracing programs, as well as the implementation of non-pharmaceutical interventions like mask wearing and social distancing. These efforts have made a difference in slowing the spread of COVID-19, but they also come with their own set of challenges, such as the economic impact and the mental health toll on individuals and communities. The pandemic has really highlighted the inequalities that exist in our society, especially when it comes to the disproportionate impact on essential workers and communities of color. It's just one example of how this crisis has exposed and exacerbated pre-existing issues. It's really important that we work to address these inequalities and ensure that everyone has the support and resources they need to get through this tough time. Despite these challenges, remember that the world has faced pandemics and other major crises before, and we have always found a way to recover and rebuild. From the Spanish flu of 1918 to the HIV/AIDS epidemic, humanity has proven to be resilient and adaptable in the face of adversity. While the path ahead may not be easy, there is reason to believe that we can get through this and emerge stronger on the other side. So will COVID ruin 2023? While it's impossible to predict the future with certainty, there are signs that the worst of the pandemic may be behind us and that a return to normalcy may be within reach. Of course, this will require continued efforts to slow the spread of the virus and to ensure that vaccines are distributed fairly and equitably. It will also require addressing the social and economic consequences of the pandemic and supporting those who have been most affected. This may involve providing financial assistance to those who have lost their jobs or businesses, supporting mental health services, and addressing issues of inequality and injustice. In addition to these immediate measures, think about long-term solutions as well. The pandemic has highlighted the importance of global cooperation and preparedness, as well as the need for strong healthcare systems and resilient supply chains. It has also underscored the need for governments and organizations to prioritize the well-being of their citizens and employees. By addressing these issues and learning from our experiences during the pandemic, we can build a better, more resilient society for the future. So, while it may not be easy, there is reason to believe that 2023 could be a year of hope and recovery, rather than one of continued hardship and uncertainty. With determination and perseverance, we can work together to overcome the challenges of the pandemic and build a brighter future for all. If you found this video helpful, please share and comment below to start the conversation about how we can move forward in the coming year.